Tony. Hey, Tony, can you hear me? I crank my phone's volume to max, disconnecting it from the Mercedes. Out here, at the far edge of nowhere, my bars drop to zero like they're allergic to civilization. BFE, bumfucking Egypt, and for once the phrase is geographically accurate. Egypt, Kentucky. Appalachian population 250. Maybe 249, judging by the abandoned mailboxes I passed. Tony, service keeps cutting out. Repeat the address again. 666 Chayne Saugh Lane. His voice fractures like broken glass. I laugh. Sure. 666, Chayne Saugh Lane. Very normal. Very promising. No, it's spelled like French, he wheezes. Right. Trace classy. And the guy's name again? Do you read any your emails, asshole? You know I don't. You are the brains. I am the beautiful billboard smile. He sighs jaggedly. John Doe. Oh, fantastic. John Doe of 666, creepy French Street. I'm positively vibrating with confidence. Call in, you prick. I love when you talk sweet to me. Kisses. Bye. I end the call, punch the address into my GPS, and resume my journey into America's most horror movie-coded woodland. The deeper I drive, the more the road seems to dissolve. Trees lean inward like gossiping old women, whispering secrets at my headlights. Shadows stretch in strange ways, long, too long, bending where they shouldn't. The sun is slouching toward the ridge, bleeding orange between branches. Finally, a mailbox appears, rust-eaten, stuffed with newspapers fossilized into cylinders, dangling like a broken limb. 666, carved on its side with something sharper than a penknife. Perfect. 5 stars. I pull into the driveway, if one can call a jungle path a driveway, and ease forward. Weeds slap at the sides of my Mercedes. Something scuttles under the hood. The house appears only when I'm nearly on top of it, a small ranch swallowed by trees. No lights. No signs of life. Just a structure watching me approach. The wooden siding is rotted and patchworked with random planks. Every window is boarded. Grass rises halfway up the walls like a green tide swallowing a sinking ship. I step out. The air is thick, still, humid with the late-day Appalachian musk of moss and something metallic. Halfway to the door, something glints at my feet. I freeze. A rusted bear trap yawns open 3 inches from my shoe. Jesus H. Christ, I wheeze. John Doe believes in home security. Excellent. We love a cautious homeowner. I avoid 2 more traps, subtle, cleverly placed, before reaching the door. I knock. Silence. Then, footsteps. Slow. Heavy. Deliberate. Like someone walking through syrup. The door creaks open with the voice of tortured metal. The sound drags on, as if something unseen forces it wider by fractions. When it's finally open, I see him. John Doe. Massive. Hulking. His shaved head nearly scraping the ceiling. He wears a thick canvas apron stained with colors that belong on a crime scene, not clothing. His fingernails are too long, thick with dirt, or something worse. But the strangest part. His face is hidden behind a filthy, cracked hockey mask. 2 gray eyes glow through the holes, unblinking, ancient. He doesn't speak. This is fine. Salesmen thrive on silence. I beam my brightest smile. Hi, Mr. Doe. Colin Smith, Fib Investments. We identify key tourism gems and pump life, and money, into quaint communities like beautiful Egypt. Sir, your property sits on prime real estate. He stares. Immobile. A statue with breath. John, can I call you John? Here's the real deal. We buy your house for an obscene amount of cash, kick you out, bulldoze the place, rebuild using the cheapest materials known to mankind, and rent it for $500 a night to stressed-out yuppies desperate to feel authentic. You get rich. We get richer. Everyone wins except the neighborhood. Great stuff. Still no reaction. The good sign of a truly motivated seller. I finish with a dazzling grin that has sold condos, timeshares, and questionable condos pretending to be timeshares. He stares. Then, silently, he turns and walks into the house, leaving the door open. Invitation accepted. Inside, the living room is barren. No furniture. No bulbs. No dust even, as though emptiness itself has been curated with care. Very open concept, I comment. Airy. John stands in the center, watching me with those unmoving eyes. I glance toward the kitchen and wander in. It's a claustrophobic cube. A tiny fridge. A deep sink overflowing with personal items. Shoes. Purses. Clothing. Not washed, waterlogged. Saturated. The smell is faintly sweet, faintly wrong. Minimalist. I compliment enthusiastically. Very trendy. Scandinavian vibes but Appalachian rustic. I turn, and nearly collide with him. He has moved without sound. Not a single floorboard groaned. One moment he was across the room, the next, inches from my chest. Big cook, I take it. I gesture at his apron. You grill. I just got Wagyu beef from a client. Going to cook it when I get home. Lie. I'm vegan. But beef sells better. John says nothing. It is not a human kind of nothing. It's heavier. Thicker. Like he's absorbing the space around us. He leads me to the hallway. The walls are gouged with long scratches, vertical, clustered, too parallel to be random. One room has only a pair of handcuffs mounted to the wall and stains on the floor. The stains are dark brown, configured in strange shapes, almost like symbols. Circles. Angles. Spirals. As if someone, or something, had convulsed and carved patterns into the wood. Boo, original hardwood. Adds another 0 for sure. He moves on. Finally, he stops at a door locked with 5 different mechanisms. Old locks. Heavy iron. Scratched with runes. Or maybe claw marks. He pulls a ring of keys from beneath his apron. They jangle softly, and the sound does not echo normally. It feels swallowed, muffled, absorbed by the house. He unlocks each mechanism slowly. Reverently. Like opening a tomb. When the door creaks open, a wave of cold, fetid air rolls out. The smell is old. Very old. Layers of rot, damp, and something sweet and sickly that clings to the brain like a whisper. Basement. He descends first. No flashlight. No hesitation. The darkness seems to recognize him. I follow, feeling along the wall for stability. He reaches up, grabs a chain, and pulls. A single bulb flickers to life, buzzing, revealing a concrete room the size of a walk-in closet. And in the corner. A pile of human bodies. Stacked oddly neatly. Not thrown, placed. Arranged. Their limbs in unnatural angles that almost look choreographed. As I swallow back bile, I swear, one of them moves. A tiny shift. A twitch. The faintest inclination of a head toward me. But when I blink, stillness. My rational brain screams at me to leave. My sales brain says, don't lose the deal. Well. Unfinished basement, I announce cheerfully. Bit of a pest problem. But easy fix. We'll demo it anyway. John watches me. Finally, he blinks out of victory. Back upstairs, in the dim living room, I extend my hand. We're prepared to offer you $475,000 for the property. Direct deposit within 48 hours once the papers are digitally signed. He blinks again, twice this time. We sign. I forge his part. He doesn't resist. Just stands in that vast, eerie stillness as though he's listening to something I cannot hear. Maybe the house itself. I leave as fast as dignity allows, brushing past the thickening dusk. The trees feel closer. As if the forest leaned in while I was inside. When I'm finally out of Egypt, I call Tony. He picks up instantly. Thank God you have service. So. How was it? Smooth as butter, I say. He barely knew what an iPad was. Total boomer energy. And, anything else? Yes, I say gravely. Something I need to confess. What? Colin, spit it out. I saw my future, Tony. Your, what? Minimalism. Pure, unfiltered minimalism. I'm decluttering my entire apartment when I get home. There is a long beat of silence. Great, he says flatly. Thrilled for your spiritual awakening. Anyway, congrats. Another $1 million in the pipeline. What can I tell you? I grin. I'm just really good with people. In the rearview mirror, for half a second, I swear I see a tall, still silhouette between the trees. 2 faint gray eyes. I blink, and the figure dissolves into darkness. But the feeling stays. As though something far older than John Doe watched me walk away. And let me go. For reasons I don't want to understand.